Imagine harnessing the power of life itself, manipulating it to solve problems, create products, and even alter our own biology. This is not the plot of a science fiction novel, but rather the reality of biotechnology. Biotechnology is the process of utilizing living systems and organisms to develop or create products. It is a field that merges biology with technology, transforming living matter into tools for human use. This technology has been applied in 4 major industrial areas. In healthcare, it's used to develop new treatments and therapies. In crop production and agriculture, it increases yield and resilience. In the non-food sector, it's used to create biodegradable plastics, vegetable oil, biofuels, and more. And lastly, in environmental applications, it aids in pollution control and waste management. Biotechnology, quite literally, is the technology of life. It's an incredible power we've harnessed, but it raises an important question. How far can we push this technology before it pushes back? Biotechnology is in the food you eat, the medicine you take, and might even be in the genes you pass on to your children. This marvelous science has the potential to revolutionize our world. Imagine a world where diseases are not just treated, but eradicated altogether. That's the power of gene therapy, one of the many tools in the biotech toolbox. Consider our food supply. Genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, have dramatically increased crop yields, feeding more people than ever before. And it's not just about quantity, but quality too. We're engineering fruits and vegetables that are more nutritious, tastier, and resistant to pests and harsh weather conditions. Then there's the transformative potential of biofuels. By turning plants into fuel, we're creating renewable energy sources that could help combat climate change. With such profound possibilities, it's easy to see why biotechnology is considered the frontier of human innovation, but every frontier has its dangers. The power to manipulate life can also be the power to destroy it. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? Biotechnology, as exciting and revolutionary as it is, also harbors potential risks that we must be aware of. One of these risks is the creation of harmful biological agents. Through biotechnology, it's possible to engineer pathogens that are more virulent, more contagious, or even resistant to existing treatments. This could result in a biological catastrophe if such agents were to accidentally or intentionally be released into the environment. Then, we have biohazards in laboratory work. The very nature of biotechnology often involves working with potentially dangerous substances and organisms. Accidental exposure, improper disposal, or even just a simple mistake could lead to severe consequences, not just for the individuals involved, but potentially for the wider community as well. And of course, there are ethical concerns surrounding genetic modification. Questions about the moral implications of altering the genetic makeup of organisms, including humans, are still hotly debated. The potential misuse of such technology is a real concern. The dangers extend to genetically modified organisms, or GMOs as well. While they may offer solutions to food shortages and disease, they could also have unforeseen impacts on biodiversity and ecosystems. We could inadvertently create an organism that disrupts the balance of nature, leading to unforeseen consequences. As biotechnology advances, so too do the risks. But it's one particular risk that could lead to our downfall. In the wrong hands, biotechnology could be the end of civilization as we know it. Now, that's a statement that chills you to the bone, isn't it? But it's not a premise pulled from a dystopian novel. It's a potential reality we must confront. Our exploration into the realm of biotechnology has not only taken us to the peaks of scientific marvels, but also to the precipice of potential catastrophe. Imagine for a moment the creation of biological weapons. Biotechnology could allow these to be engineered with an unprecedented level of lethality, capable of decimating populations and ecosystems alike. But let's not stop at intentional malice. What about simple human error? The accidental release of harmful organisms, perhaps? Picture a scenario where a genetically modified organism designed to solve one problem inadvertently creates another, more disastrous one. A single mistake in the lab could breed an organism that, once released into the environment, could disrupt ecosystems, cause widespread disease, or even lead to mass extinction. The reality is, the power of biotechnology is like a double-edged sword. Its potential to improve life is as great as its potential to destroy it. Control over life itself is a lot of power, maybe too much power for us to handle. The end of civilization might not come from an asteroid or a nuclear war, but from a lab.